Now that Sonic Origins is out and about, that means we've gone through 50% of the content planned for Sonic this year. So far, so good. That leaves us with another 50% to go through, and that consists of Sonic Prime and Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Prime is a Netflix show that's expected to have over 20 episodes for its first season, and is set to arrive fall 2022, whereas Frontiers is still targeting a holiday 2022 release window. If things go according to plan, we'll get Prime first and then Frontiers, but with the recent issues affecting the Netflix service, you know, their recent layoffs, their drops in subscribers, and the change to their ad policies and whatever, it caused people to become worried if Sonic Prime will indeed be making it to Netflix this year, which it probably will, but you never know. As for Frontiers, the flow of information on it has been limited, but a recent leak is about to improve upon that issue, as there's been a recent leak of a pre-order page for the game covering all the platforms for which it will be released. Near the end of April, a pre-order page for Sonic Frontiers was discovered over at XtraLife.com, which appears to be a Spanish retailer. Kinda take me back to when Color's Ultimate first leaked across French retailers like So Gamely. Does anyone remember that? Anyway, when you go to this page, you see a picture of the game, though it doesn't come with any artwork as that hasn't been made official yet, obviously. So we just get the logo with Sonic Frontiers across the front of the cover, and if we look to the lower left, we can see that it has received an age rating of 12. Now, this rating will vary in between each country. In the case of the USA, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a final rating of E10+, which means this game is targeting audiences that are at least 10 years old. I realize that in other regions, it's been given a rating of 12, and that puts them exactly 1 year below the time when they are first called a teenager. But although that would put it logically closer to receiving a T rating instead, I don't think we're ever going to see a Sonic game with a T rating. We came pretty close to seeing that happening with Shadow the Hedgehog, but then some stuff got changed up and they had to fall back to an E10+ rating, which had just been introduced around that time. We came pretty close to making history though. Also, on referring back to the pre-order page, we can see the Sonic Frontiers has been classified under two categories. Adventure? No, not like the Sonic Adventure games. And RPG. I think we all saw the RPG classification coming because this game had been introduced as an open zone game, which is obviously Sega's take on the open world label. I think it's pretty cool of them to do that. But yeah, I think we all saw the fact that it would have RPG elements coming, considering that previous leaks have pointed to it having a level up system, and I think we can look forward to interacting with NPCs also, or non-playable characters. Much like what you could do in Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Adventure 1, which both had open world elements but weren't necessarily full-on open world games. I am a little confused about the age rating though, because although the cover does have an official rating of 12, if we go over here to the right of the pre-order page, we see a rating of 7 also. So from this, I can't really figure out if the rating of 12 on the cover itself is official or if it's a placeholder and they're actually going for a rating of 7 instead. Like, I can tell if this game isn't going for literally everybody, because otherwise they'd have something akin to that listed on here, and they don't. So at the very least, I'm expecting a rating of E10+ over here, meaning that they are looking to cater to older kids as the bulk of their audience. But yeah, there is a pre-order page for Sonic Frontiers out and about, and if you'd like to check it out for yourself, I will leave it in the description below the video. But obviously an age rating for Frontiers isn't going to tell you much in the way of new information, will it? And you're probably wondering when we're going to hear more about the game. Well, as I previously predicted, I think we can expect to learn more at the Summer Game Fest, which is returning this June. And I think this way because of a recent Twitter interaction between Jeff Keighley and Games Cage, where Jeff liked to post some Games Cage talking about new information for Sonic Frontiers, or when we can hear new information about Sonic Frontiers anyway. So that's why I think so. But from the sounds of it, Sega themselves are gearing up to make an announcement about Sonic Frontiers soon. Yes, I know, that's an infuriating word to hear because it gets dropped so often. But this comes courtesy of a Sonic official livestream that happened just last Thursday. If we go to around like the 1040 mark in the archive, which I'll also drop in the description in case y'all want to check it out, we can see that Katie, who manages the social media for the Sonic brand of course, taking notice of all the questions about Sonic Frontiers and she goes on to explain that they don't have any news on the game at this time, but that we will hear more soon, with emphasis on the word soon. Again, my prediction is by soon they actually mean the Summer Game Fest, but keep in mind, that's a prediction. Though a logical one to make also, because Sonic had a significant presence at the Summer Game Fest last year, mainly for the preview of the 30th anniversary Sonic Symphony. So, I'm pretty sure that we can look forward to a similar circumstance this year, but I'm open to being wrong. I know it isn't Frontiers related, but since I did mention Sonic Origins, I'd also like to point out that while the Sonic official livestream was happening, we were told that Sega was made aware of a demand for physical release of the game. So, it might happen, it might not happen. I personally hope so because I'm a sucker for physical media still. It happened with Sonic Mania, but as part of a content update that released almost a year after the game first dropped, which is, Sonic Mania Plus. For it to happen with Origins, I think we would need to show up in numbers when the game first drops. It all goes back to what I said in my previous video called Why Sonic Origins is Important, where I explain why Sonic Origins is such a significant entry in the series, and if you haven't checked it out yet, I encourage you to give it a look. As for Sonic Frontiers, if it doesn't get a physical release right off the bat, I'll tell you this much, I won't be surprised. As I'm sure you're aware, the gaming industry seems to have been slowly migrating towards an all-digital ecosystem while phasing out physical media in the process. Not that they'll be the only ones to do so, but it hasn't happened yet because games are still being released physically and digitally. But people seem to prefer digital content these days because, conveniences and whatever. So, if Frontier doesn't get a physical release, it won't be surprising to see whatsoever, but it's a little too soon to make that call, now isn't it? Like with Sonic Mania, I'd be very interested to see a physical release for Sonic Frontiers, in part because of the potential bonus content that it could get, depending on whether you order a standard or deluxe. But then with also the DLC chart for Sonic Origin that has had people debating furiously, and so I'm a little nervous to see if something similar happens with Frontiers, but that's a subject for another time. This is likely going to be one of my shorter videos I'm posting, but for you that's probably a good thing because I typically post much longer videos, so I think you'll be getting a bit of a break with this one. That's really all I have to report on regarding Sonic Frontiers. It's been classed as an adventure/RPG game, given a pre-order page, and an age rating of 12 in some countries like Spain. So in the case of the USA, we can probably anticipate an E10 plus rating at best. That's really all I know, so for the most part we're stuck with the bare basics in terms of what we know about Frontiers. Mainly Sonic taking on a journey across the Starfall Islands to stop the Titans and rescue his friends. So we have very little to talk about still, but with Sonic Origins out and about, I think that's going to change relatively quickly. At this point, Sega has little excuse not to shift the spotlight to Frontiers, other than the existence of Sonic Prime, which will more than likely be next in line in terms of what they advertise. We'll just have to see. And with that, that's it for my latest video on Sonic Frontiers. I appreciate y'all for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please drop those likes and comments down below. And if you do enjoy my content, hit that sub button and ring that bell. You can look forward to a ton of Sonic videos from your proud chief of the Blue Blurs. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Till then, peace, Blue Blurs for life, and take care.